The industry is abuzz with the news about Diddy and Clive Davis's shady limelight. It seems like the rumba between the two has been elevated to a whole new level. This time, Jaguar Wright entered into a heated argument, spilling some juicy secrets. Yikes. But what really happened? We have some spine-tingling footage for you to see. Be warned, the truth about Diddy and Clive Davis might shock you. Let's take a look at what Jaguar Wright had to say about the two and why it has become a hot topic in the music industry. What could be so controversial? Jacqueline Suzette Wright Johnson, better known as Jaguar, is one of the most outspoken personalities in the music industry. Her no-holds-barred approach to speaking on truth has made her a powerful force. She has already exposed some of the biggest secrets of the music industry without any guilt and is not going any easy on anyone. What's more shocking is that despite of her defaming every other celebrity, her popularity is still on the rise. One of her fans commented on one of her Mission Uncover Mr. Xi's interviews saying, "The fact that no artist she's ever mentioned has sued her for defamation of character means it's true, and she has mentioned many names." But you know, Mrs. Wright is not stopping yet. This time, she's taken an aim at hip-hop mogul Sean Combs, better known as Puff Daddy or P. Diddy. She said, "No one worshipped him. He wanted all to worship him. He wanted all to believe that he was God here on earth. But he got a boss too, and his boss name is Clive Davis." Before her claims, P. Diddy had been facing intense criticism from the public for his perceived power-hungry nature. People have been whispering about his alleged ties to influential people who helped him stay at the top, and many fans were starting to wonder if there was any truth to these rumors. And now it seems that Jaguar Wright might have just confirmed their suspicions. But there's another player in this game, and his name is Clive Davis. The music industry veteran has been a prominent figure for decades, and there have long been whispers about his own connections and the deals he's made over the years. Some even say he's the one who helped P. Diddy make it big in the first place. Well, as it turns out, Clive Davis might be the missing piece of this puzzle. He's not exactly a stranger to controversy himself. In fact, he's recently made headlines for coming out as queer at the ripe old age of 90. But that's not the only bombshell he's dropped. In a recent interview, Davis revealed that his second marriage failed because he had been 100% heterosexual up until that point. It's a shocking admission, but it's also just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his involvement in the music industry. This astonishing revelation has sent shockwaves through the music industry and left many in awe. One fan was left pondering the strange world we live in, saying, "I find it interesting that Clive decides to come out at this time. He could have lived out his life in secrecy and none the wiser." The truth behind the dynamics of the industry was finally unveiled, and Clive's influence was undeniable. He had brought countless stars to fame, including the likes of P. Diddy. It was a game of transfer of powers, and to stay on top, one had to bow down to the gods of time, just as Diddy had done in front of Clive. But now the tables have turned, and the learners have become the masters. Jaguar Wright spoke out about Diddy's love for power, claiming that he had been controlled by Clive Davis all along. "We think he's just an extreme narcissist who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people," she revealed in a recent interview. And with that, the crowd went wild with shock and disbelief. One fan couldn't help but wonder, how does she know everything? Is she watching everything unfold right before her very eyes? It was a valid question, but one that would remain unanswered. As fishy as a fishmonger's stall on a hot summer day, Ms. Wright's claims are causing quite a stir. But we can't deny that her accusations are prone to a ton of speculation. After all, what business does an old man have with a 23-year-old young boy to have supported his music career as much as Clive did Diddy? They must have been in a relationship for sure. But that's not all. Ms. Wright's other indictments seem reasonable too. When a person experiences suppression and domination for a long time, that lifestyle becomes a part of their personality. The only change is that instead of being submissive, you become the one inflicting superiority upon others, which in the worst cases escalates to criminal tendencies. And Diddy, not wanting to stay behind in any scenario, allegedly might have resorted to that too. Proven by a clip shared by Miss Wright, who unabashedly accuses Diddy of being a sex trafficker who uses his art and his status in the industry to pave the way for this cruelty. Because he's a sex trafficker and he's using music and entertainment as a sex traffic, she claims. But that's not all. It turns out that Clive's long-term gay relationship was with Diddy. The semantics of this relationship elaborate that their relationship extended beyond a normal student-mentor pattern into a more sexual nature. Though Clive has kept it under the wraps, the details of his 5-year-long boyfriend, his activities, and social gatherings pinpoint Diddy as a constant beside him. So the biggest scandal of the year has finally broken the internet. Everyone is talking about it, and the rumors are spreading like wildfire. The question on everyone's mind is whether Diddy will be able to clear his name and prove his innocence, or will he succumb to the accusations and face the consequences? As it turns out, Diddy's success in the industry may have come from a surprising source, his former mentor turned love interest. It's no secret that Diddy had the best teacher in the game, but what many don't know is that he's taken his master's ways and applied them to his own life in every way possible. And Usher Raymond is living proof of that. He's in the same circles as Diddy and Clive, and has made a name for himself in the industry thanks in part to Diddy's guidance. But unfortunately, History repeated itself when Diddy apparently became Usher's mentor at the young age of 10, just as Clive had become Diddy's at the age of 14. It's like deja vu all over again. But here's the thing, we now have proof that indirectly led Diddy to accidentally admit his relationship statistics with Usher. Now, everything seemed to be going smoothly for Usher, until he made a slip-up that would change everything. It was too late for him to cover it up, as the moment had already been captured on camera.
I see you, lying motherfucker doing Vegas. You were in the kitchen.
With a whole lot of assumptions and inferences, the audience couldn't help but wonder what juicy information Usher was trying to hide. Did you think that was the end of the music stars in proper ways? Not yet, exclaimed one of the audience members. It seemed like the drama was far from over, as Diddy was also accused of coercing Christopher Williams into indulging in inappropriate activities with him. Diddy refused to comment on the matter, but that didn't stop the rumors from spreading. However, he did make a cryptic statement, saying that the deviant nature of some people had been brought to the spotlight by his ex-bodyguard Gene Deal. Gene claimed that he had been a first-hand witness to Diddy's homoerotic endeavors.
I watched the door and him and a man ran out naked, and I said that ain't nobody told me that. I saw that.
He picked quite a few of them down, and when I went by there and I looked up, there it was, a butt plug, he exclaimed. The audience gasped in shock and disbelief. What other secrets could Diddy be hiding? Gene went on to reveal that Diddy's secret parties entailed men being set up and lured by women. It was a disturbing revelation, and it seemed like the drama was only going to get worse. But that wasn't the end of it. The rumors about Will Smith and Diddy's secret gay relationship had everyone talking. It was the hottest gossip in town, and people couldn't stop speculating. Were they really members of gay clubs? Did they engage in homosexual activities? Who knew what else they were hiding? Even though Jada had proclaimed that she and Will were in an open marriage, people couldn't help but feel sorry for her. Was she really okay with her husband being in a secret gay relationship with Diddy? It was all so scandalous. We'll try to explain the boundaries of his marriage in one of his interviews. It's not about losing love for each other, he said. Rather, it is friendship versus marital prison. But what did that even mean? Was Will trying to justify his actions? And what about Diddy? He remained tight-lipped about the whole thing, but his reputation was taking a major hit. With so much negative attention and hatred surrounding a celebrity like Diddy, who thrives only when he's being cherished and loved by the public, it's hard to imagine a happy ending for him. The downfall of even the most famous can happen at any moment, and it seems that Diddy is no exception. As fans turn into haters and the scandals keep piling up, questions are being raised about the true nature of this once beloved icon. How did he fall so far from grace? In a recent interview, Diddy admitted to being toxic, boldly declaring, "But are you toxic? Me? Yeah. Some have chosen to sympathize with Diddy, recognizing the potential impact on his children. As one person wisely noted, "I feel bad for Diddy's children, because when all this hot mess shit comes out, it's not going to be a happy day for them. Diddy has been a hot mess, and I don't even know him, but it's already out, and it's horrible. Money isn't everything when you're a child and have to face your parents' truth that is bad. Face the public, face friends, and family is priceless. Money has no meaning. This may affect them mentally and physically. People are cruel and have no limit to expressing mess." One fan's bold prediction has left many wondering about Diddy's future. Diddy will come out in the next 5 to 10 years. They need to have a surviving Clive and Diddy, they said, leaving us all with more questions than answers. Will Diddy indeed make a shocking announcement that will shake the industry to its core? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, some have taken a more violent approach to express their frustration with this fiasco. One particularly nasty comment reads, "Diddy will go down, it's just a matter of time." Such hateful remarks are truly uncalled for, but it seems like there's no stopping the internet trolls. As we wait for Diddy to address these rumors, one thing is for certain. Speculation is running rampant. Will he finally come clean about his true sexual preferences, or will he continue to keep us all in the dark? It's a mystery that has everyone on the edge of their seats. Now, at the end, what do you think about the fans' prediction that Diddy will come out in the next 5 to 10 years? Do you believe it's possible, or do you think it's just baseless speculation? Share your thoughts in the comments below.